Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Elden Ring Bow Only challenge run, the live stream series where archery is our only option. If you enjoy these challenge runs, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boot that bell button to stay notified. Now, in the previous episode, it was all about exploring Michaela's Hallow Tree, and we even managed to defeat another boss around, I think it was, yeah, here, the Hallow Tree Promenade, which was a lot of fun. We've also gotten some pretty cool items, including, I think most importantly, this talisman. It enormously boosts physical damage negation. So I'll definitely want to use that for bosses in the future. Let me just look at that damage negation. That's insane. But as for what tonight's stream is for, we're going to be entering that fog gate to battle whatever boss lies behind it. I've been told that this boss should not be taken lightly, and that's all I know. So I'm definitely looking forward to facing it. Before we do that, I was also told that if we speak to, I think it was Serafnir the All-Knowing, after exploring that area, the Hallow Tree, we'll actually get an item or something. So let's take care of that first. Hey, Topper, thanks for dropping by. How's it going, dude? Oh no, read a message as a mustache doll. BTL6309, here we go. Fair enough. Also, thanks for dropping by, dude. How's it going?
What is it?
Well, we ain't whatever boss is coming up in a second. I was just told that I should be coming here after. Oh, there's actually a lot of options here. I should probably go through these real quick.
My apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems, as his master. I'd like to express my regret, but now Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
It was Ensha again. I don't know, please. But yeah, I see read messages mustache roll. I regularly have a recurring nightmare about the Legoland New York theme park. They have a ride where you are zapped by a shrink ray in Legoland and shift as part of a Lego set. Oxygen molecules become too big, making breathing impossible, as my cadaver did harden into plastic. This is where all Lego minifigures come from. Each plastic brick is remains of guests from the Lego theme park. That's why I see bricks. Never stop streaming. That's very strange, Copper Nicholson. Okay. Anyway. Let's go through these real quick.
More demigods yet to be located. Miquella of the Halig Tree, the unalloyed.
Okay.
His twin, Malenia, the undefeated swordswoman.
Malenia, oh no.
Princess Rani, daughter to Renar.
We fought Rani, I think.
The one only known as the Lord of Blood.
Oh, you mean Mode? We took care of that guy.
Her great rune. So here at the Hold, we seek the whereabouts of the remaining 3 shard bearers. If you should learn anything of these matters, I'll trade your findings for a hidden treasure or a long-lost right, known only to me.
Oh.
Before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. As such,
I see.
we are compelled to work together.
I see. But it is going to do. Thanks for asking, Copper Nicholson. Pretty normal day for me. Unlocated demigods using the secret medallions. Modwin Palace about the Lord Blizzard. Maybe it's Solvis potion, maybe.
Is that potion what I think it is, bloody Solvis? I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. The Round Table has no code to speak of, but I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard?
I mean, Solvis is kind of a bad person, so you know.
Good. I'll dispose of the potion myself. You go and see Solvis, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
Okay. Maybe it's unlocated demigods? No, we saw this.
Rani is all here if you should all trade. We both as such.
Using the secret medallions?
So the secret medallions led you to the land of...
Oh, okay, this is the one we wanted.
I'd expect to find Malenia there.
Oh, Malenia?
Down to a standstill.
Oh, no.
Well, if the scarlet rot hasn't eaten her away completely.
Oh no.
But with the Hairly tree as it is,
Oh no.
Nicola must already be. Ah, my apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value. As promised, your reward. A secret right.
Secret
known
right.
only to me. You are a true fellow. All I ask is that you remain constant.
Ah, okay, that could be useful. Oh, okay, fair enough, BTL. Hope you feel better. Dame audio squad. Let me check that real quick. 1 second, chat. BRB. I think the game audio is the same saying it's always been, so it's probably on your end, Copper Nicholson. Though, if the game audio seems quiet to you, BTL, let me know. Alright, well, let me, what does this spell do, I wonder? Increases, oh, okay, I'm down for that. Increases physical damage nation. Unfortunately, we don't have anywhere near the faith to use it, but that's cool. Okay. Well, we have the ruins, might as well just spend them. I think we can get some bones, maybe? No. Alright, never mind. It's only a couple hundred, a little over 100 ruins. It's not that much. Alrighty. Well, now that side's over, let's return to here. And so I say, for me though, this can go one of two ways: pain or going somewhere else and starting endgame. What is that supposed to mean? I mean, they did say Malenia might be here, so that does have me a bit nervous. Because if it is Malenia, oh boy. Would Malenia be here though? It is a rotten tree. I know, Antomicx. The fact that there's a sign of grace placed less than 100 feet from this door in a straight line doesn't leave me feeling very confident. That's truthfully. So I didn't even consider that. I didn't think about it, chat. How often is the sign of grace this close to a door like this? Much less than just a straight line. It's as though the game's saying, like, we know what's about to happen. Okay, chat. Here we go. Hello? Anybody in here? This looks like a nice place to take a nap. Very pretty. This is a beautiful area, though, ironically, despite all the scarlet rot everywhere. Ah, pure silence. It's perfect. Wait. No! No, that is who I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it totally is. Are you okay, ma'am? You're just kind of standing there, or sitting there. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Oh no.
I dreamt for so long.
Okay, you were asleep?
My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted.
Oh no.
Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited his return.
Oh, Radon, sorry about that. I'm now the master archer in this world. I guess you're the master swordswoman?
Heed my words. I am Malenia, Blade of Mikola.
Oh dear.
And I have never known defeat.
Well, now the end. What? What? What is that damage? our health right now. Okay, okay. Okay. She's starting out a bit slow. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Noted. Whenever she does whenever my words. Whenever she does the Sparky smarts, we know that she's coming, and we need to be very careful. Wait for the Sparky spark. All right. I'm also noticing she's not taking a whole lot of damage, so we'll have to be wary of that. Sparky. What is she doing? Okay. Waiting for the Sparky spark. Not seeing it. Oh wait, I noticed something, chat. One dip. Oh dear. No. Mistake for raid. Awful mistake for raid. Okay, we are definitely going to need status effects for this battle because I'm looking at my arrow pool right now, and we're not even at half health yet, and she's still doing her thing. What? Wait, what? Okay then. That was an attack. Well, looks like we have some learning to do, chat. Yeah, tell me. So, about that HP. Okay, what do we need to do? A couple of things. First of all, I don't know why I have this talisman, but we should be having our physical resistance talisman on here. So about her HP, she's healing hits. Wait, she's healing hits? What? Really? Okay. Well, then the solution is obvious. We need to get to dodging. That's right, police. We need to get to dodging. Okay, let's think about our talismans then. So, I mean, I will say this. So far, the melee attack's nothing too bad, save for that one that seemed to come out of nowhere, like the chargey attack. I only learned how to do that one, but overall not too bad to start. And she also seems to stagger really easily. That seems to be, I'm guessing that's one of her weaknesses. Because normally I don't stagger anything with bows, but Malenia seems to stagger almost every other hit. I mean, we could use this, but I get the feeling, well, actually, I'm trying to figure out whether it's a good idea to use this, because if she can kill us in a few hits anyway, you know, we'll probably almost always be at high health. At the same time, it feels like for this fight, we're probably going to try and keep our distance as much as possible. Though we might be better off using arrow's reach. Yeah, let's try arrow's reach. In terms of what else we can do, we definitely are going to need to use a ton of arrows for this fight. We're low on blue. Okay, we actually need to do a bit of grinding now that I realize, because we're actually kind of low on bleed arrows. So, guess what we could do? We could make some bleed arrows, buy a ton of fire and magic and dwelling arrows, so that we just have stuff on hand. Because I get the feeling we'll need to switch arrows a lot in this fight. Oh, that's waterfall dance. Okay, I thought waterfowl dance would probably like involve like a duck or something, but okay. So waterfowl dance is just become a what was that? Become Meta Knight's tornado attack. Understood. All right. In that case, we have a little grind spot where we get lots and lots of runes. Let's stock up and then go for it. So switch over to this talisman. Did I hit it? No, come back. Come back, Burp. Okay, there we go. Come on, Burp. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it'll depend how quickly or slowly I learn it. Learn to fight BTL, and to be fair, the amount of attempts I can make is heavily dependent on how many arrows I have in reserve. So if I don't have very many arrows in reserve, you don't see a lot of this. So that's why I'm thinking, like, let's just do a quick little grind section early in Strand, get it out of the way, so we just have a massive stockpile ready to go and see what we can do. I'm also going to assume that... oh dear. No, we missed the burp. I'm going to assume that Poison and Scarlet Rot either can't be procced on Malenia, or it's so insanely high that it isn't practical to go for. So that's why I'm thinking Bleed might be a bit more realistic in terms of stats effect to aim for. Of course, Frost arrows are amazing. Indeed, should be interesting. Because, I mean, at least, like, even on our first try, besides the Waterfall advance, it felt like her other attacks, especially for a ranged build, didn't seem that bad. I mean, at least not yet. I mean, I'm guessing she has a second phase that's probably going to be, like, super insanely aggressive. I would assume. And, of course, the Waterfowl dance still exists, so... we'll see. I think with the Waterfowl dance, it's probably going to be more so a thing to, like, learn how to dodge it, not so much it's undodgeable, rip and pepperonis. Because with Mode, he had that one attack that he always used at that one point in the battle, where you literally couldn't dodge it. You were just guaranteed to need to heal up after that one attack. Whereas with Malenia's Waterfowl dance, at least right now, it feels like there's probably some proper way to dodge it. I just need to figure out what that is. Okay. Alright, that should probably be decent for runes. Let's go see what we can purchase. First, let's get some fire arrows. Waterfowl dance is very hard to work around. Alright, then we'll just learn how to dodge it or survive it, I guess.
How nice, please.
Okay. Fire arrows. Wow, that takes up almost all the runes we have in reserve. That's okay. We've maxed out fire arrows, chat. That's dead. I think next order of business will be dwelling arrows. We're going to need more runes now, I realize. Those dwelling arrows, you know, having a lot of those in reserve will help too. You know, magic hits hard. Oh, also for lore chat, what I'm thinking is the I think in the lore, Malenia would be the ancestor to Laura, and if people who don't know who Laura is, I'd highly recommend you go watch the Trails of Cold Steel challenge run, because Laura was the best light swords master in class 7, and I feel like it's very fitting that if Malenia is represented as Laura's ancestor with Felice being Fee's ancestor, it's like we're having the Heimdall battle all over again. I guess so. But there's just one problem with that, Antomicx. What's that, Felice? Didn't Laura win that battle? Hush, Felice. Oh yeah, that's fair, that's fair. We're talking about the lore from, yes, the Antomicx Cinematic Universe, yep. But seriously though, I feel like Malenia would be like the perfect representation of Laura's, ancestors. And you can even argue that Malenia founded like the, what was it called, like the 8 Leaves, sword style or something like that. Oh, it's not Copper Nicholson. I did not Copper Nicholson. Alright, that should be decent. Let's do it at those Welland arrows. How are we doing on blood roses? Okay, we can actually carry. We're actually decent on blood roses, but making bleed arrows certainly takes a lot. Oh, come on, no! No, I don't want to fight. I can't even see. Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did. Let's do the other way. Right? I just got so confused going through this area. I see Copper Nicholson. I see. I mean, yeah, it's the MCU. Then I just see if Thor is there. Then it's. Then that probably is. That makes sense in that context. Actually, no, it is. I think it's it is that way. I just need to hopefully not proc spawn there. If I aim like a right, he won't spawn. Oh, he still spawned. Come on. Wait, no, this isn't the right way. I'm making a dumb chat. I'm making a dumb. It's that way. Okay. I don't want to fight you in any mode. I want my magic arrows. Oh, of course, Rector. Of course we're going to try. I'm assuming that's going to be the main focus of tonight is Malenia. It's just, we need more arrows. Yes, Tetsuria took 40 arrows just to get her to that point where we were at. Like, we need more arrows. Like, we need lots more arrows. I hear a merchant. What? Okay, well, we can't get a perfect 600 in reserve, but we'll have a lot in reserve. All right.
I'm afraid.
I guess the next order of business is going to be getting a lot of feathers. So, to the feathered rind spots. Away. Weak to fire, frostbite, and hemorrhage. All right, well, that's good. In that case, it's going to be fire arrows, frost arrows, and blood arrows then, which means we definitely need a lot more feathers to make those blood arrows. Actually, chat, one thing I am curious about, is there like a bell bearing somewhere that can let us just buy feathers infinitely? Or like a merchant that sells feathers? If not, we'll just have to do this. Or unless you know of a better spot to get feathers. But so far, at least this area has been decent at offering us lots of feathery stuffs. Should probably equip the mast. Malenia, Blade of Michaela. I see. Who would win a fight? Malenia, the Blade of Michaela, or some kitty with a longbow? Hey, it's not just some kitty, it's a cat turtle. That's right, I am Turtle Cat. Indeed you are, please. So who we're in? Malenia or a cat turtle with a bow, with a long bow? Asking the real questions. I have no idea, Copper Wilson. I have no idea. Is that... Oh, you mean, yeah, and Ruby, a Copper Nicholson? Yeah, I guess I could imagine Blake just going after a bunch of burbs. Assuming there are burbs. Right now our focus is on power of the feathers. I think the easiest way to get blood roses is just drawing beads to quickly, you know, get runes from that giant bird in the underground continent. And then go from there. Oh, there's more out there. I didn't even see them. Since when can birds breathe underwater? I'm not sure, Felice. I'm not sure. True, there are talking mice in what we've seen so far. To be fair, it's a secret dungeon, like post-game boss. If the kitty can win this, they can win anything. This is considered the hardest boss. Okay, so this is the hardest boss today. Fair enough. Well, understood. I mean, they definitely seem to be quite tanky for the relative size of the boss. Because, I mean, Moog was tanky, but that makes sense. Moog is like this big, lumbering guy. Malenia, on the other hand, seems to be tanky for some... I'm guessing it's her armor. But even so... Definitely feels reminiscent of like Sir Lon and like the Abyss Watchers instead. It's not an overly large enemy like some of the other massive monsters we find in this game. But they just know how to fight. That's who's to say that aren't talking hammers? I mean, it's always a possibility, Governor. should be decent on bleed arrows there. Okay, so I think we're all right on flight pinions. We just need more blood roses. Let's go take care of that. That's true. I think the difference here, though, is that we're a lot... It's not that the boss isn't having a harder time homing in on us. It's more so that the player is just so much more mobile in this game than you were in Dark Souls 1. Like, in Dark Souls 1, I really felt like the idea would be hard to just get away from Sir alone if I really needed to. Just because you were so much slower in that game. Whereas here, Malenia, you know, homes on you a lot like Sir alone, but at least, you know, the player seems to be a lot faster, so... It feels like it's more possible to break away, except for, I guess, waterfowl lands. I see. The thing is, though, like, I think, like, Malenia, like, jumped into the air and, like, was stuck in place for, like, a second or two before unleashing, Waterfowl Dance, so that's probably a pretty obvious tell that I'll just need to learn. In terms of what to do when I see the tell, well, that's gonna be something to figure out. Malenia has 2 Observe mechanics, so I'm guessing the mechanics are Waterfowl Dance and I'm just healing on hit. So... I'm sure we'll find out. Alright, that should be decent. Oh, the aerial parts of the tell? Okay, good. I'm not sure, Copper Nicholson. I think it's like some kind of beast, but I don't want to go beyond that because, like, I've seen, like, I think I've probably accidentally seen pictures of it online, but I don't want to spoil myself too much. I don't remember which way to go. Okay, it's that way. It's really delayed? Okay. Maybe the delay is to be like, hey player, pay attention, it's coming, you better be ready. Like that sort of thing.
I'm afraid of...
Alright, now we should be able to craft tons of lead arrows. Right, 368 fletched in reserve, and let's make sure we have a bunch of these in reserve, just in case we need raw ammo. How are we doing on ice arrows? Pretty decent. No, Copper Nicholson, no. Let Me Solo Her is a legend in the Elden Ring community. I do not think... No. Like, no. That... Let Me Solo Her is one of those players that doesn't need armor because they don't get hit. Like... So, like, they are almost a completely another level. Alright, so we got tons of arrows. We have our strat, I think. Now it's a question of actually putting it into action. It's a player, Copper Nicholson. They don't add that. It's a player, silly. Alright, so I think armor's probably good. Need our Great Shield Talisman. Not sure if we'll physic up quite yet because, well, I do like the physic. I think we probably want to save it for the second phase if we can get that far. All right, so what I'm thinking, to default, since we know Malenia is weak to fire, why don't we start with fire on the main and lead as the backup. And then we can switch over to maybe when we run out of fire, we switch over to like either magic or ice if we're in the second phase and still keep lead as the secondary. All right. I'm also realizing we don't have the talisman that boosts damage at max health, so that means there's no reason not to use, I think it was Flame grant me strength. Give us a little damage boost at the start. Let's do this. Hi, Malenia. How you doing? She's busy, I see. Another thing that's annoying is, because she's so... Oh dear. I've assigned that awfully. Okay, then. Whoops. Antomicx! I know, Felice, I know, we should have been better at dodging that. Oh, they did include, I see. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, Malenia. Nope. Okay, I really need to pay some more attention to that. Nope, 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 nope. Don't get greedy, don't get greedy. Drink. And she's already healed up. Okay, then. Okay, this is really just going to be a battle of don't get hit and hope for the best. Come on, come on, don't you want to do anything? Oh, we jumped through that, that's amazing. Also that headshot. Okay. No shiny shines. Okay. Okay. I'm surprised she's not being a bit more aggressive with her shiny shines. I would have figured. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Okay, no shiny shine. Fine then. What is she doing? Okay, yeah, that was definitely like a Biz Watcher Sir Alon attack right there. The whole like spinny over the top thing, which I'm fine for. It was a cool. It was always a cool animation. Oh, that's the attack, isn't it? Okay, okay. I think I have a decently better idea what to do for that. So what I'm thinking is, what I think we should do is once she goes for that attack, we start by running away. I guess we dodge away from her for the second one, and then for the third one, it might actually be to run towards her, possibly. Because I feel like with the first one, we might be able to just run away from that. The second one, I think the tracking's stiffer, so we might actually want to roll into her. And the third one, I think it's just gonna be moved towards her in the opposite direction of her. Yeah, it's a 3-hit multi-attack, so we need to learn how to dodge that effectively. Ooh. Okay, Malenia. Come on. No? That headshot, though, that headshot was amazingly timed. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is after she does the little slashy slash, she does not like getting hit on that. At all. Oh, she could be... Wait a minute. She could be staggered out of this stuff so easily. Hold on a minute. I mean, not all of them. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Oh yeah, Copper. Let's how that down. So what I'm noticing is when she doesn't have like the little red flash come up, it seems actually really easy to just knock her out of her attack animations because the bow's so fast that, yeah, stagger's helpful for only temper. So I think what we need to do is be mindful of when to take advantage of stagger and when not to. So that's something we'll have to learn. Not there. Okay. Wait for like a normal-ish attack. Like that. Okay. Great. Oh, she's going. I got greedy. Great. Wait for it. Wait, what? Oh, we're dead. We're so dead, aren't we? Ow! Ow! No! Malenia, why? You should have dodged, you dum-dum. Oh dear. Well, that was an attack. Ow. Okay, she can't be hit out of that. She can be hit out of that. Go for it. Perfect. Okay. I know it's pointless to grab that, but whatever. We're learning. We're trying to learn the Malenia. We have to study the Malenia, become the Malenia. Okay. Oh, honestly, like if she lowers her sword like that, that's not too bad to dodge for a bow because it's all about just staying slightly outside of the opponent's attack range, especially with a melee-based opponent. So we just hop away, and those are some free hits. Good to know. Okay, she can't. If she's in the air, she can't be knocked out. Good to know. Understand the hoppy hops. That was poorly judged. Okay. I feel like okay. Great. Okay, that was a bad time to do that. Okay. Okay, that was a wasted arrow. Okay. Okay. Ow. Bad time to heal. Now, stop. I refuse. I refuse. Okay. Go for it. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, well, yay! We dodged that. Yay! Yay! Oh, that's the attack, isn't it? Why am I running towards her? That was a dumb move. Dumb move. Dumb move. I'm supposed to run away from her. I'm supposed to run away from her, that's right. Yeah, she's assassin Sapsos, yep. Ah, we are using so many fire arrows. It's all dead. It's all dead. I feel like right now we're just kind of learning the boss, so we might be better off using normal arrows since that'll be less expensive. And then once we feel like we have a better idea for it, we can switch to different arrows. Okay, aim at Malenia. Okay, so she'll dodge. Understood. Go for it. Nice. Nice dodge. Nice stagger. Okay. The punish. The punish. Alright, we knocked her out. That's good. Nope. Bad time to... Yeah, okay. No. Bad run. Bad run. Oh, right, I forgot we had Bestial Vitality. It is an HP healing move, so that could be useful. Alright, yeah, the rest are very much patience, just if you figure out Waterfall Dance. I mean, the thing is, to practice Waterfall Dance, we actually need to have her use it. So that involves us getting to the point where she decides she wants to go for it. Ow. So graceful, though. I will say this is a very beautifully animated boss. It's like, you know, they're so good at what they do that they're going to destroy you and they're going to look cool doing it too. It's like that sort of a feeling. We're dead. Mistake for bait. Okay, I missed that. Also, she's healing up. Yeah, that's the other thing that's fascinating about this fight. It really punishes you for not learning how to dodge properly, because if she hits you, it's like she's regaining her health. So, an interesting design choice for From Software to do. Has there been a boss? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Has there been a... Okay, we're dead. Anyway, has there been a boss in a From Software game that, like, constantly leeches your health with all of its attacks? I can't remember one. I really can't. Like, I genuinely can't. There might have been, like, one here or there, like, have one attack those, but not, like, as a constant background thing. Alright, Malenia, let's do this. Let's do it. Punish. Nice headshot, police. Nice headshot. Come on. You don't do anything. Poorly timed. Just follow up. Go for it. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Okay. Gotta get more used to dodging those. Yeah, absolutely reason. But no, I don't think that's the case, BTL. I really don't think that's the case. I think it's just more poor timing on my part. I really... Because there is, like, a set thought process behind when these bosses behave the way they do. There is some logic behind it. Go for it. Punish. Punish. Alright. Punish. 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 Good punish. Punish. Bad time to punish. Bad time to punish. Awful time to punish. Awful time to heal. And she's back to full already. Because we were dum-dums. Okay. Ow. Ow. And we'll wait for you to make a move like Daniel. I think it's more so BTL that you... And then I do as I... This is a situation where it's do as I say, not as I do. I panic heal a lot, but what I really should do is just wait for her to finish an attack that I know she'll pause for a bit. That's when to heal, not like when she's in the midst of an attack, because she might start up an attack. Wait for it. Punish. Punish. Punish that. Punish that. For the triple hit. All right. Punish. Punish. Okay. Punish that. Triple hit. Punish. 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 Oh no, her stabber's out. Punish. Punish. Okay, no, I should have dodged that. That is completely mine. That is 1000% my fault. Okay, now we heal. Now we heal. Now we heal. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Punish that. Punish that. Punish that. Punish that. Now she backs off. Good. Punish that. Punish. Nope. Back off. Back off. Bad time to drink. Bad time to drink. Awful time to drink. Terrible time to drink. Punish. Punish. Drink. Dodge that. Punish. Attack. Punish. Triple hit. Nice. Come on, Malenia. Okay, oh right, I forgot that attack is actually one of the easier ones to bait out. That's not the push. Ooh, we got lucky. Oh, our positioning was impeccable there. Oh no, that's it! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Chat, we were doing decent there. We were doing decent. I just forgot that, you know, the whole reason we were trying to survive was to learn that attack. I feel like we're getting more consistent with the early attacks. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I got so distracted. I'm like, okay, now she's in there. What attack is like? Oh, right, that one. Okay, that's the waterfowl dance Stratfor. So basically, that's the super attack we need to learn how to dodge. All right, come on, Malenia. Come on. All right, punish that. Punish. Punish. Perfect. Triple hit. Now we wait. Punish that. Punish. Hard punish. Okay. Wait for it. Punish. Hard punish. Nope, no, back up, back up, back up, back up. Okay. Punish. Hard punish. Hard punish. Okay, that's actually an attack we can take advantage of. Okay, we need to bait an attack. Okay. Oh, bad time, awful time.
Blade of Mega.
Yeah, time for all opponents. Yeah, a little late for that. There's an odd, like, Especially like when you get like that hard read on her and like she does an attack and you're able to get in that perfect arrow shot after her attack to make her sadder. There's something so oddly satisfying about that. But at the same time, it's also very easy to get too, you know, greedy and then bad things happen. Wait. Okay. We punish that hard because she can't do much with that against us. Hard punish. Ow. Place. Place. Oh, bad. Well, now we're back at square one. Let's just get some more distance. Oh, she's even giving us a free hit. Look at that. Malenia is being polite. We hard punish that. Punish. 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 Make her sadder, please. Yes! The sadder works! The sadder strat works! Yes! Okay. Okay. Now she's in dodgy mode. Wait for it. Hard punish. Hard punish. Hard punish. Hard punish. Yes! The hard punish works! Okay. Hard punish. Hard punish. Hard punish. Wait for it. Go for it. Go for it, please. You can do it. Yes. The spinny spins. The dead spinny spins. No, she's going for it. We survived! Let's go! Yes! 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 Nope, nope, drink. Get ready. Just get back into the zone. Get back into the zone. Wait for it. Go for it, please. How about that hit? Malenia, are you... Okay, drink. Double drink. Malenia. Nope. Okay, I can punish that. I can punish that. I can punish that. Okay, okay. Eat that, Malenia. Eat that. Okay, we can punish that. We can't punish that, though. Well, she gave us an opening, though. Oh, no, 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 no. Run, 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 run. Roll into it and run the other way. Hey, we did it. We did it. Yay. Yay. The hard punish, the hard punish, the hard punish. The drink. Okay, awful time to punish. Awful time to punish. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Okay. You live. She's very sector on this game, which is more souls from what I've heard. Okay. Now you have the idea. Okay, yeah, we barely took... Yeah, sure, we barely took damage from the Super Waterfall dances. We don't really have it locked in yet. But at least we know vaguely what to do. And then that, you know, that death was completely my fault. Like, the tells were obvious. I just didn't... I was a little too aggressive there, but this is working. I think this is working. This might actually be a decent spot to take our first raid chat, because I'm noticing it's 7:30. So, don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. All right, yeah, welcome back, everybody. There is one thing I just thought of. So right now, one of the issues we're having, well, not issues, it's just things is, you know, we're definitely going to run out of flasks by the second phase with the amount we go at, and not having any kind of default HP regen certainly isn't helpful. However, we actually have this shield, which can give us a little bit of HP regen just on the side. So what I'm actually thinking, because the Green Turtle Talisman is so much better than the Green Turtle Shield, it might actually be better to have this on our back, so that if we did like the random hit here or there, we might be able to just out-heal that, if we're good enough. So that's my thought anyway. Beyond that though, I think the strat is just going to be get good, so... yeah, without further ado, that's the Malenia. Hello, Malenia. Hello, Fee. Or Felice, I should say. Ready for another beatdown? I'm gonna try to get better at this. Because after all, I want to take my naps. Bad time. Bad time. Okay, she's backing up. That's good. That's our time to heal. Okay. Go for that punish. We punish that. We punish that hard. We punish that very hard. Punish. 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 Triple punish. Nice. Wait for it. Punish that. Punish that. Punish that. Punish that. Okay. Punish that. Punish. Punish. Yeah, Felice, you got it. You got it. Okay. Nope. Ow. Back up. Okay, drink. Come on, Malenia. That's more like it. Okay. I can't believe we dodged through that. One thing that does have me nervous is she hasn't gone for a waterfall dance yet. I would have thought she would have gone for it by now. Oh, ask and they shall receive. Here she comes. Dodge into it, and dodge away from her. Almost perfect, let's go! Yes, that's more like it. Okay. She's going for it. Run away. Dodge into her, and dodge towards, not that way. Please! Please. Please. Wait for it. Oh, we can punish that. Punish that. Alright, she gave us an opening. Punish that, please. You can do it. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. The greed, the greed. That was entirely the greed. It's all right, chat, it's all right. You're saying you even use spirit stones for this. The thing is, we have not used, I mean, besides and to be fair, I don't necessarily say it's a summon, just in Radon, there are those signs in the Radon battlefield you could use. Besides that, we have not used any sort of like summons during this entire her run, so I'm hoping to continue that. Well, I definitely think switching to this shield was the right call. Having that passive healing could help when we take the optimal hit. Oh, co-op summons, I see. Wait for it. What you gonna go for? Nope. Wow! Whoa! The iframes on that, though. All right, we need a drink. Poorly timed, poorly timed. Poorly timed, poorly timed. Let's try to heal through that. I'm not feeling super good about this attempt. Right, she's backing up. Wait for it. Go for it. Nice, Felice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nice. Nicely done. What is she talking? Nope. That was greed, pure and simple. That was greed. Fair enough, BTL. Look, honestly, BTL, I have no idea how I'm doing that. The jump dodging is... Actually, I'm not so sure it's jump dodging. It's more so that I jump when I feel I have enough distance between me and the attacker, or that I don't think their attack is going to hit me. So it's not so much that I'm jumping to dodge away, it's more so that I'm jumping to do more attacks, because the way it works with bows is jump attacks, especially with a bow that has, we'll say the light bow attack style, you can get much higher DPS that way. But yeah, thanks for the compliment, though. Alright, wait for it. Perfect. Just power through, police, you can do it. Power through. Power through. Okay, never mind. Powering through was a mistake. It was a mistake. That's true. You can dodge. You can jump dodge some AOE's. Like I think of like Godfrey's slammy attack. That made that boss way easier when I found out I could just jump over that. Am I still? Yeah, I haven't met load. Good. Wait for it. Get her out of it, boys. Nope. Death. Death. Lost the rhythm there. Lost the rhythm. I will say one thing I appreciate about this fight is From Software at least put the thaw date very close to the site of Grace. Like if you have to go through like an entire like run through a dungeon just to get here, that would not be fun. Like, all right, wait for it. Oh, she's doing that one. We can punish that. Okay. Go for it. Nice. Punish that. Punish that. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, the headshot. The lucky headshot. Nope. Oh, that perfect dodge, though. That was so perfectly timed. It's practically an anime moment. Here she comes. Almost perfect. Let's go. Nice. Wait for it. Oh, she's going. Wait, I need to bait an attack. Okay. Go for it. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, no. No. And she's punishing the heal. She's punishing the heal. Nope, not that attack. I hate that attack so much. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think we have... Okay, we have time to go. Good. Recenter, refocus. Wait for it. Ball beat Malenia. Oh, bad attack. Hard punish that. Okay. Maybe she's bouncing back. We drink. Oh no, she's going for it! Let's go! Okay, we're alive. That's what matters. We are alive. Come on, Malenia. Come on. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Here she comes. That's more like it. Here she comes. Perfect dodge! Let's go! Yes! Okay. Here she comes. Wait for it. Yes! Ow. I forgot about the follow-up. Okay, she seems to be getting staggered a lot less. Okay. Okay, she's not punished. She's definitely going to punish. Men. Okay. Wait for it. Punish that. We punish that hard. We punish that hard. Punish that hard. Dodge that. Nice. And we drink. Nope. We're dead. We are so dead. The instant I saw that at that range, I'm like, yeah, we're dead. That's all right. Read the what meme. It's all right. That was really good though. I felt like we were in. Yeah, we were getting better though. Read that. That's all. If I got to know your name, well, if I could trace your private number, all I know is that to me, you look like you're lots of fun. You swing me right round, like a record. Round. Okay. Alright, with how decent we seem to be getting at least this first phase, our arrows. I'm wondering if we should attempt to reach the second phase, because I feel like we've probably seen all the first phase attacks at this point. It's just a question of pulling it off. And it's just, this, you know, normal arrows just doesn't cut it. Whereas I feel like anything with a status would especially with how aggressive we're being, could probably just, you know, plow through this. So I think the time has come to at least attempt to get to phase 2. I think yeah, let's go with they actually fire as the man and try to actually use the bleed. Okay. For it. Oh. And that's a dead attempt. Probably. Okay, drink to that. Out of the way. Punish. Nice dodge. Okay. Okay. Okay, I wonder what the required bleed build up on her is. Probably pretty high. if I had to guess. Anyway. Trying to proc the lead on her is going to be hard. Oh, never mind. There it is. Come on, Malenia. Come on. Nice dodge. Here she comes. Jump into it. Jump away. Nice, nice. Okay, she tanked that so hard. As ow, 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 ow. Okay, we need more space. Drink. Okay. Just reset. There we go, that's more like it. Here she comes. Police, no! We're dead! How did I survive that? I have no business surviving that. Well, we're out of stamina, so. Okay. Come on. Okay, yeah, way too close for that attack. Come on, Malenia. We're dead. Called it. Yeah, was good survival though. Thinking we might be better off just having the bleed arrows on default, because that's where we're getting the most hits now. Whenever I try to switch to the fast attack, it doesn't work out. So, what's that as default? Backup can be. So I keep forgetting if we shift click, we can use our alternate arrow type. Yeah, fire is backup. You say I'm level 139 in BTL, so it's not so much the level, it's the issue, it's just staying good. As they say. Alright, let's do this. Okay, Malenia. Power through it, please. Yes! B, aggressive. B, aggressive. B, aggressive. Wait, what? Oh, she went for it. She went through the hard read. I mean, if she's gonna let us hit her like this, then we're just going to go for it, you know? Okay. But here she comes. Wait for it. Dodge into that. Dodge away and double roll. Perfect! Perfect waterfall dodge. Or waterfowl, you know what I meant, chat. Ow. Okay, that's a good time to kill. Okay. Wait for it. Alright. Nice. That's a bleed. Here. Oh, no! Oh, we almost helped that. We almost helped that. Yeah, bleed is definitely a play. Agreed. I mean, look how we barely used a third of our arrows and we almost started at half health, and that was with mistakes. If we weren't making mistakes, she definitely would have been at half health. So that's definitely, it's definitely going to be bleed arrows at least for this first phase. Not sure about the second phase. And the good thing about this is all we need are to craft these. I usually don't use these kinds of arrows because usually I want to keep a bit more of a distance and enjoy the feathers, but because Malenia is always so close to us and because we're always trying to aggressively break her guard, having the loss of range here isn't that bad. Yeah, we were burning her HP. For a bow build anyway, because bow builds can't really compare to most of the other builds in terms of DPS, but whatever. We do what we do. That lucky headshot though. Okay. Wait for it. We need more stamina. Yes, 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 yes. Good, 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 good. There's the first bleed. Let's go. Power through that. Power through that. Here she comes. Jump into her. Jump away and jump away. Hey, that's what I like. Go for it. Here she comes. Jump into it. Jump away and jump away. Ow. Okay, almost perfect. Nice bleed, please. Keep the pressure up. Wait for it. Nice, nice, nice. We want those. We definitely want those. Wait for it. That was definitely the aggressive play, but it works. It works. Ow. Hey, another bleed. Here she comes. Jump into that. Oh. Okay. Not bad, not bad. We survived. That's what matters. We survived. Survived. That's what matters. We survived. Yes. That's sadder though. Here she comes. Run away. Dodge into that. Oh, one direction. One direction. Awful direction. Ow. Okay. Drink. Nice. Lucky headshot. And these headshots are so lucky. I feel like she's gotta be close to a bleed. Probably. Maybe. I can't really tell. And we'll find out soon enough. Here she comes. Run away. Dodge roll into her. Dodge away. Perfect! Let's go! Phase 2! Let's go! Yes! We down read on you, Malenia. We down read on you. Bleed for phase 1. That's the strat. Bleed for phase 1. Unfortunately, this means we need to change arrows immediately, so... oh, that's gonna be stressful. There we went. You think that would be it for me, Evelise? I'm much stronger than that. You're gonna have to try a little harder than that. Ah, I want to take my nap though. This place is so peaceful. Wait. Oh no! Melissa's like, no, come on. Oh no. What is happening? The music's going in. Oh dear. Oh dear. What is happening?
The scarlet bloom flowers once more.
What? Is she like an archangel? Oh dear. Oh, that's scary. I agree, please.
You will witness true horror.
You're not right, Car. That was horrifying. You just have a disturbing grace to you.
Rot.
Oh dear. Oh no! Oh, here we go, chat. Here we go. The real fight begins now. Okay, what is she doing? Ow! I got really. What? Huh? Okay. Starlight Rot, more like Starlight Rip. That ain't out of nowhere. Indeed, Felice. Now, how do we dodge that, I wonder? What's nice about the chat is it's gonna take another like 5 minutes or 6 minutes of like an almost flawless attempt to be able to try and dodge that attack again. So, that's the last BTL here. This might actually be a decent spot to go, I guess, grind briefly to get some more arrows. So, in the meantime, a question for BTL. How does one dodge that, I guess, that Scarlet Flowery attack? Do you like... Because I tried running away and that didn't work, so what is the intent there? Well, yeah, no, I was getting away, but I was running as far from her as I could, and that didn't seem to work. So I was wondering, is there something else I'm supposed to do there? Come on, Burb. Burb. Okay, so what you're saying is you basically have to time a perfect dodge on the initial hit and then just run. Is that the intent? Okay. And I guess what's the tell for when she's about to do it? Because I know she'll be high in the sky, but I'm like, is there like some animation she does with like her wings or something that'll be like, okay, now you dodge? Well, I saw that, but I'm saying like the moments to dodge the initial dive is my question. Because I feel like if I dodge the initial dive, I can run away. But without dodging the initial dive, you're basically, you know, dead. So no, bird, no. Okay. Okay, so you're just saying. So you're just saying and roll spam away. Okay, understood. Oh. It's a shame that attack only happens in the second phase, though, so I would love to learn how to evade it, because, I mean, with Waterfowl Dance, it took a little bit of learning, but once you learn it, it's like, okay, there's a certain thing you do, you know when it's coming. So I just wish we had more opportunity to practice it without having to just battle Malenia's first phase over and over and over again, but whatever. Comes with the territory. There obviously has to be a tell. It's just I'm trying to see if I can figure out what the tell is before I get back there. Alright, you have to watch her. Understood. Alright. So we got some blood roses from Merchant Friend. Oh, before I forget, chat, next Thursday there will not be a stream because I will be busy IRL doing stuff, so just wanted to give you guys the heads up. So this Thursday there's a stream, next Tuesday there's a stream, but no stream next Thursday. Wow, it's that expensive. Okay. Might as well have 99 blood roses, though. That'll do. We also need more regular arrows, so let's take care of that.
Back unused in this age. Nervous?
Yep. You know what's funny about the Malenia? She raises the sword up a few seconds, and as she gets it up, she will lunge forward from air when you see that dodge. So you're saying when she begins to lunge forward, that's the time to dodge? Okay, understood. Okay. Well, we'll try a BTL, and if not, we'll learn, of course. On the bright side, though, at least we have tons of simple bleed arrows for our purposes. Alright, let's practice switching arrows real quick. Cold Bone's right next to bleed, so that's good. Alrighty. Wait for it. Come on, Malenia. Ow! A little faster than I was expecting. Okay. Ooh, that lucky dodge. Okay, yeah. My rhythm was off. It's okay. It's okay. My rhythm was completely off there. I'd much prefer if my rhythm's off to fail quickly and try again than to go from there. Yep, back to phase 1, but we have plenty of bleed arrows now, so hopefully that'll give us the opportunity. Actually, I do need to take a quick fire break, chat, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, chat. Sorry about that. 1 second, chat. Let me take care of something. Alright, sorry about that, chat. Let's try to get back to phase 2. Come on, Malenia. I'm coming for this. Whoops. I should have just waited. I should have waited and dodged. No, it's alright, it's alright. We'll get back to the rhythm. We'll get back into the rhythm. Oh, nice. There's the punish we want. There's the punish we want. Hey, and there's a bleed. Nice. Nice. Here she comes. Dodge towards her. Dodge away from her. Ow. Okay, well, we're alive. That's what matters. We are alive. Okay, we can punish that. We can punish that. Another bleed. Nice, 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 nice. Wait for it. Oh, here she comes. Dodge into her. Dodge away, and dodge. Okay, we're alive. That's what matters. Drink. Bad time to do that. Bad, awful time to do that. Alright, drink. Okay, now she will get us a hit or two. Here she comes. Dodge into that. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Nice dodge. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, we got a bleed at least. Okay, okay, okay. Wait for it. Oh, here she comes. Wait. Go into her. Dodge away. Nice. Here she comes. Run away. Nice. Nice. That's more like it. Lucky headshot. We take those. We take those lucky headshots. Oh, we're dead. We are not dead, surprisingly. That was so insanely lucky. Here she comes. Okay. Not my best dodge. Okay. She's doing some leeway. We'll take it. We'll use that. We're not going down another bleed, though. I'm also looking at our arrow counter. It is dangerously low. Okay, yeah, we need to switch arrow types. We need to switch arrow types. Nope, 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 nope. We're dead. We're dead, yeah. Yeah, it was almost clutch. It was almost clutch. We were doing pretty well. Especially considering how many close calls we had there. But yeah, we'll get there. Yeah, it was a good run, though. I will say this, though, so far. At least so far, chat, Malenia actually seems pretty fair and balanced. Like, she's hard. Yeah, she's a very hard boss. But it's like, I'm not... The thing is, I'm not frustrated. Like, against Mode, even though I knew it was a fair boss, I felt frustrated, especially during that second part. Against Rykard, I felt frustrated. But Malenia, I don't feel frustrated. This just feels fair and fun. So, even though I've died tons of times this stream, I think I'm actually really enjoying this fight, so that's a good sign. It honestly feels like when you get a good rhythm with Malenia, it feels almost like a dance, and it's really cool. Like a really, really awesome, deadly dance. I can't believe we got that bleed off. I'll drink to that. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else feels that way, because I've heard like tons of people rage on this fight, but it's like I'm just enjoying it. Yeah, I know I died, but that's completely my fault. So I should have dodged there. I'm more for you to tilt to some items. I guess I can understand that, but the thing, what I'm really appreciating about Malenia's design, especially with the staggering, is that you can be aggressive against her and succeed, like with the bow, like we've seen. Like if we get into that loop where she's just spinning away because we're hitting her so many times, it's so satisfying, and you just tear through her health. But at the same time, if you get super greedy or you mess up, she punishes you hard so she can get that health back. It's really fascinating idea for a boss design, or at least the mechanics behind it. I really like it, especially as for like a hard super boss. Ow. Yeah, see? Right there. Should have just dodged away. 100% my fault. 1000% my fault. And when she does that, for us at least, that's actually really good because we can just go for the hard punish, get some bleed up on her. Like that, see? Just like that. Oh no. The moment I see that, I really just need to bird to dodge. Nope, nope. Okay. That's more like it. Okay. Awful timing. Awful timing. Hey, we're still let's see it be aggressive so it's easy to overcommit and get punished. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like in the moments where it's like I only go for like a hit or two and hope for the best and then try a dodge, that seems to be more consistent. But of course, it's so satisfying when you get like that perfect chain of dodges and attacks. It's so satisfying. More than any other boss in this game so far. Come on, Malenia. Wrong time to be aggressive. Wrong time to be aggressive. Okay, we're dead. I missed that badly. Oh well. I'm also realizing since we aren't really using our spammy attack, there's no reason not to use Flame Grant Me Strength. Just a little boost at the start. Now let's just try to get to the center because that's got better elevational properties. Okay. Run to the center. Nope. Awful timing. Nope. 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 I misread that terribly. Nope. Drink. Nice bleed. Dodge that. Nice. Lucky bleed proc. Oh, here she comes. Go into that. Ooh, we're alive. Not my best waterfall dance dodge, but we're alive. That's what matters. Dodge. Alright, we punished that enough. That's right. What you don't go for? Malenia. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's much more like it. Yes! Yes! Okay. Oh, back up! Back up! Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. For it. Nope! Oh, okay, okay. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Okay, drink. Is she don't go for a waterfall dance? Possibly, conceivably. Malenia. Give me something to go off of here. Okay, the rest of this. Not a good time to get arrested. Okay, that now it's a good time to get arrested. Oh, here she comes. Wait for it. Dodge into that. Yes! It's you. Free hit even. Nice. She knocked us out of the air right there. Oh no! We're dead. Bye, police! I'm not even mad. That was so cinematic. She's in your top 5 also for the game. I can see why. I can definitely see why. I mean, for me, it's going to depend on how, what her second phase is like, because I've barely seen it. But if it holds up, she might honestly be my favorite boss in the game. Like, she might. Like, it's been a while since a hard boss I've enjoyed it this much in the first phase, but I really am. Like, I really, really am enjoying this boss a lot. It's not figuring out the dance. I see, just game one shot. Okay, yeah, I definitely see that. There'd definitely be some frustration there. Nope. Bye. Oh, we're out of stamina. Gotta let that go. Hey, I bleed. Nice. Nope. Awful timing. Drink to that. Alright. Flame grant me strength. Nope. She's okay, yeah, no, we learned that wombo combo. That's our fault. Alright, so the main rage for you was just not figuring out the dance and just gave one shot by it for many attempts. Our attempts survive it. Your experience in Souls probably helps I had to out aggro her. Yeah, that's probably it. Because, I mean, with me, when I saw the dance, I'm like, okay, my first thought isn't like, okay, that's an impossible move, I should have someone else aggro it. My first thought is, okay, how do I dodge that? Like, what's the tell? What am I supposed to do? And once you figure out what to do, it's, you know, it's a hard attack, but it's not like, it's not evil. I think a lot of people that I've seen in like YouTube comments make how her waterfall dances to be like this impossible death attack. But like once you know what to do, it doesn't seem too bad. I mean, all right, actually I should probably take that in a bit of context. I'm saying this as someone doing a bow only challenge run where the intent, as we can see, is to take advantage of distance, which Malenia can be punished for in situations like that. But if I was doing a melee build, I'm realizing I'd have much fewer opportunities to actually attack her safely. And she'd always be like trying to get further away. Or doing stuff like that. So they'd probably be closer, and that might make waterfall dance harder to dodge, I have to imagine. So maybe that's where it comes from. B, aggressive. B, aggressive. Wow, that bleed. Here she comes. Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Yep. Yeah. So right there, I was so aggressive that I didn't give myself enough distance to get away from waterfowl dance. So yeah, when you're in melee range, though, it's a different. Yeah, exactly. The dodge is different. Like from a distance, that feels like, you know, you can run away, you can get into the timing of the rhythm. But when I'm close, I feel like waterfowl dance is a lot more vicious. But then again, you know, people could just use a little thing called Great Shields, but whatever, I digress. I do appreciate, though, that she doesn't have iframes on that spin, because if she did, that would make this so much more frustrating. Oh, yeah, I could have dodged that. Lucky bleed proc, though. Lucky bleed proc. Take that punish. We take that. Here she comes. Run away. Dodge into it. Dodge away. Nice. I think we go for a class. And flame grab strength. Okay. Come on, Malenia. Let's do this. Here she comes. Dodge into it. Alright, we're alive. That's what matters. We're alive. Also, props to whoever animated this boss. These animations are so beautiful and graceful. Okay, glad we got that. Drink to that. Come on, Malenia. Hey, a bleed. Nice. Bleed proc. Bleed proc. Here she comes. Run away. Dodge into it. Ooh, we traded. The trade with Malenia is a bad idea. We missed that! No! Ah! That's the other thing. Like, the thing about being aggressive is, whenever she, like, her sword charges up like that, unless she's doing, like, the jump stabby thing, we're actually able to hit her out of that if we're aggressive enough and quick enough on the draw with our arrows. But if we're not, then we have to roll out and just accept the punish, so... yeah. How are we doing on... wow, we're going through these bleed arrows so fast, but it's okay. It's all part of the battle. Grasp me, strength. Okay. Let's do this. Take that punish. Nice. All right, let's recenter. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about with the aggression. Like, if you time it perfectly, it's so incredibly satisfying. Here she comes. Whoa, we got that, though. We got it. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, as soon as I saw him, I'm like, yep, we're done hit. Drink for that. Here she comes. Go on to that. Lucky jump dodge. Nicely done. No bleed proc yet, though. That's just ammo resistance. Which would make sense. There's a bleed proc. Nope. Okay. She's going for the counter. Okay. Wait for it. Chat, have we broken Malenia? She's done her spin so many times. I'm not complaining though. That's a good thing for us. This we promote standard from the yeah! It's phase 2, but chat, do you understand? Stagger breaking with a bow is next to impossible. Because every arrow only does like 2 points of poison damage. So to actually stagger Malenia, we had to have been attacking almost constantly for a while, and we were. Like I said, Malenia, or I guess, Ancestor Laura, even if you one-shot me with this fire attack again, just know you got completely dunked on that first phase, and you should feel ashamed, Malenia. Ashamed! Hey, JJ Sparks, thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Also, if I could make a informal request, if there could be like fan art of Malenia and Felice facing each other, but give Malenia blue hair like Laura, and give Felice, well, you know, make it look like Fee. I think that'd be amazing, because that would be like, you know, it's Fee Laura, but it's an Elden Ring. That'd be amazing. I didn't rush though. We need to learn how to dodge this attack, so phase 2, everybody, let's do this. Also, how's it going, JJ Sparks? Alright, fair enough, JJ Sparks. Whew. Alright, let's do this. I need to switch arrows immediately. Okay. Okay, Right. Now we're dead again. Okay. On the bright side though, I did get to see her moves though, so I feel like maybe I could dodge that next time, but all right, note to self, do not change arrows until after she does that attack. Or it's either that or we're going to have to change arrows when she's close to the end of the first phase. It'll have to be one of those. And maybe what we can do is I can like maybe do a shift attack with our fire arrows to handle that. Yeah, it was a good run though. Alright, yeah, no worries, KK Sports. Fair enough. I'll be right back though, I need to take a quick bio break. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. It was a good run though, I agree. How are we doing on arrows? Okay. The thing is, when we get to the second phase, I'm going to want to switch to cold arrows. One, I love cold arrows, but also because frost buildup is generally a good status. And cold arrows do more damage anyway, so... Alright, let's do this. Alright, power through it. Power through it, good. Hit that. Hit, no, we missed up. B, aggressive. Ow. Wrong time to be aggressive, wrong time to be aggressive. Okay. Rip. Ow. She looks like a pin cushion. You have so many you little bleed arrows in her. Oh well. Oh well. Listen, chat, if nothing else tonight, I can say, hey, I stamina broke Malenia with a bow. Can you say the same? And only a bow. That's not easily done. Nope. Oh, that lucky dodge. Nope. The double entendre. Nope, nope, and our luck ran out. Okay, now we can heal. Okay, lucky. Oh, we missed that. We have to bleed though. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, here she comes. Roll into it. Roll away. And take the free hits. Oh, okay. My positioning was terrible there. That's my fault, chat. Yeah, see what I said. Fair enough, big deal. I'll think, yep, no problem, Tater Sports. Is she a samurai? Good question. I guess in a way, She has a katana blade, but not an actual like hilt for it. It's like attached to like a metallic arm. I mean, there's probably plenty of pictures of Malenia out there. With Elise, though, it's, well, obviously, Fee with cat ears as the head. Obviously, this is the closest we can get with the imp head. Having a turtle shell on her back, and of course, we have the black bow, which is the classic. She's a Golden Knight. Ah, makes sense. Honestly, be a good time to get in a flame grant me strength. Alright, Malenia, let's go. Okay, we got lucky. Oh, here she comes. Nice blade. She even retreats. Oh, here she comes. Oh, I dodged into that. That was my bad. Here she comes. And a perfect dodge. Let's go. Alright, she'll just go for the hoppy hops. And we'll punish that. Oh no. Awful time to jump. Awful time to jump. Drink. Is there a long attack? Thanks for that. Here she comes. Away. Hey, perfect. Nope, we're dead. Called it. Valkyrie is accurate. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, she is basically a Valkyrie. Forever alone. Good pun, record. Good pun. Forever alone. Okay. I approve of the pun. That was a good pun. Positioning, no, we're dead. Ow. Yep, called it. Okay, so note to self, if she hops back up to do the stabby stab, just dodge. Just dodge. Nice. Nice. Bleed. Ah, we missed those. Oh well. Oh, not my attack. I hate that attack. There we go. That's more like it. Four of those, please, Malenia. Thank you. Oh, here she comes. Roll into that. Roll away. The Lucky Blade! That also hurt a lot. Alright. Hey, another bleed. Oh, here she comes. Okay, not our best, not our best. Need a yard to back up. Okay, she's back down. Good. Ow! Bad positioning on my part. Awful positioning on my part. Nope, we're good. Ow! Alright, run. Drink a bit. Step back into this. Alright, take advantage of those hits. Nope. Lucky bleed. Drink. Oh, we are definitely... I'd love to switch arrows. Okay, we gotta switch arrows now. Full phone. Or is she? Okay. I'm going... Oh, here she comes. Roll into that. Roll away. Okay, okay. The thing was, I was trying so hard to use the alternate arrow type with the fire arrows that I completely messed up my muscle memory there. So I'm so used to just left clicking, not thinking about, well, just the act of holding down left shift just feels weird to me. Yeah, I know what you mean. At the same time, it's like I want to go into the second phase with the... You know what, actually? If she's losing her armor, wouldn't she have less health in the second phase than the first phase? So that's wasting a cold bone arrow or two on the first phase. Probably isn't the biggest deal in the world. I would hope. Oh, she's going for that attack, which we can punish. I don't want to be in a corner, though, so... That's more like it. Nice. Nice bleed proc, police. Nice bleed proc. Okay. She's gonna go for her first water pile dance soon, I have to imagine. I mean, we can punish that pretty easily. Oh, here she, yeah, like I said, first war failed dance here, incoming. Okay, not my best, not my best. Oh, here comes another one. Roll into that one. Roll away. Roll away. Roll away. Okay, and now we can heal. Come on. Dodge that. Okay. That's more like it. Ow. There's that. Oh, here she comes. Wait. Not my best. Could have been worse. Getting dangerously close here. Ow! Oh, that was my fault. I should have dodged. No. Oh yeah, that's cool. Take this part. So I'm looking forward to that's AI the Song and Files Nirvana-ish video for sure. Yep, I definitely need to catch up on Xenoblade 2 as well. So many memes from that game that I'm starting to understand. Ow. Oh. Awful, awful, awful. Awful, awful, awful. Whoops. Nope. Dodge. Ah. Back to that. Nope. Have a blade though. Nice. Nope. Oh, lucky. Lucky. There we go, that's more like it. So normally what I like to do for that attack is get a hit off so we can plow through it. No! The elevation difference is hurting us. No. There's one instance where we might actually want the low down. No, here she comes. We're dead. We're dead. I don't, yeah.
Blade of Malenia.
Alrighty. Alright, hit that attack. Nope. Oh, I should have dodged. Oh well. Lucky jump dodge. Lucky jump dodges are lucky. Okay. Okay. Man, we needed all that stamina for that, for sure. Nice headshot, police. Nice bleed, too. Nice. Oh, here she comes. Run away. Dodge into it. Dodge away. Nope. Oh, she got behind us. Oh, well. Dodge. Drink. Okay. Nope. Okay. She was doing the Elan attack. You know, the spinny spins, as we call them. That's more like it. There's another bleed. Oh, here she comes. Oh. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Turn to that. Nope. Ow. That wombo combo, though. Okay, drink. Nice try, Malenia. Ow. Nice bleed. Hey! Second phase again, Chad. Alright, let's try to dodge this attack this time. Oh no, you can definitely see that coming. Okay. Well, oh, look at that, Chad. She makes herself vulnerable during that. Intriguing. Oh, that's new. That's new. All right, time to drink. Nope, not time to drink. Not time to drink. I know that attack. I know that attack. Oh, ooh. We were doing this in the rhythm. Aw. Okay, yeah, I'm down for this. I'm so down for this. This is fine. Yeah, the thing about that Blossom attack, it's not nearly as hard to dodge as I thought it was. The tell's very obvious. Now I'm seeing it. But more importantly, it seems like most of her attacks are the same as the first phase. Just a bit more graceful because of the wings. Alright. Power through blades, you can do it. Nice. That's what we want to see. Strength. Nice. Hey, that bleed though. Lucky headshots all around. Oh, here she comes. Run away. Roll into that. Roll away. Ow. Okay, yeah. As soon as I jumped, I'm like, yeah, we're dead. Oh well. Most with RPU, and somehow she's even more aggressive. I believe it. I believe it. Oh, we're actually out blood roses. Okay. Know that attack. Lucky headshot, nice. We take those. Oh no! Dodge away. I really hate messing up that attack because she regains so much health when we mess that up. Oh well. Nice, there's the bleed though. Let the stamina recover. Oh, we can punch that. Punch that hard. Ow. Oh, here she comes. Wait for it. Roll into it. Roll away. Okay. Nope, no, oh, okay, we're dead. Okay, I know what she's going for. So whenever she goes to the left, she always does that slaggy thing. There we go. Such aggression. That dodge, though. I feel like we're due for another water foul dance soon. Ow. Lucky jump dodge, lucky jump dodge. Yo, stamina break! Perfect time to punish. Second phase of death, let's go! Alright, get ready to dodge the one attack. Then we'll switch to the cold arrows and go from there. Wait for it. Now. Roll away. Okay. Switch to cold up. Is it up? Here we go, chat! Next phase. Nice freeze. Nope. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Understood. She can do a Scarlet Rock sort of thing with those Aeonian butterflies. What? Oh, is she going for it? I don't know what that is. Okay, that was an attack. Ow! Alright, drink. Or drink. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot that she can do that. It's okay, chat. It's okay. We were learning. Learning was occurring. Learning was occurring. Yep, she sells the waterfowl. I guess the thing is, I didn't quite recognize it at first because she has that other attack where she just jumps to the side. So I have to remember that when she's going for it, she kind of turns her back to us. Yeah, she does die quicker though, so. Part of that might just be the 12 bone arrows so they do more damage, but whatever. And the frost helps. Ow. That start. That start. That's more like it. Come on, Malenia. Oh, we can punish that. No. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. Come on, Malenia. Come on. Nope. No, don't jump. Why did I jump? My fault. 1000% my fault. Okay, she didn't follow up. That bleed though. Oh, here she comes. Run away. That. Roll away. Okay, not bad, not bad. My best waterfall dance, but definitely not the worst. Nope. Okay, we can heal. Nope. Nope. Yeah, dead. Whoops. Quick question, chat. How many deaths are we up to tonight? Because I feel like Malenia is going to give Gravity a run for its money in terms of what's destroyed us the most in this game. Well, the difference is I hate dying to Gravity, but facing Malenia feels more fun. Agreed, Felice. Agreed. Ow. Ow. Okay. Right, strength. Let's do this. That's more like it. Oh, yeah. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like, whoops. Okay, we can punch that. If I actually hit. Oh, here she comes. Roll into that. Wait. Strength. Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Go on to that. Go away. Oh, okay.
Blade of Mikola.
I don't know. Fair enough, cover knuckles. Fair enough. Oh wow, we're low on those. Okay. I'd say the moment I notice bleed arrows no longer at 99, that's when we'll have to obviously go get more. Ow. Nice bleed. Forgot about that attack. I thought she was going for the other one, but she was far away, so. Into that. Here she comes. Run away. Roll into her. There we go. That's more like it. I know what attack that is. Nice headshot. Oh no! Okay, she didn't fall off. That's good. Roll away. And the punish. Let's go. Nice. Rhythm lost. Rhythm lost. Rhythm lost. Rhythm lost. Okay. We started at round 340, we're at 382. Okay. Yeah, believe it. Oh, that attack. That's a punishable attack. Ow. Terrible. 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 Spacing's all wrong. Oh, now I see what you're meaning, Detail. I'm jumping over that one attack. Yeah, I guess I am. It's by complete accident, though. I assure you. D. Oh, here she comes. Roll into it. Away and to the right. Oh, we almost perfected that. Oh well. Oh, I forgot to do the double roll. Oh well. Needs to get her to back off. Okay, good. Nope. Oh. I also forget that try to do an attack without rolling or jumping is way slower, so there's that too. Alright, looks like we got one more attempt tonight. Definitely easier to get more arrows, so... Being slow right now. Alright, Malenia, okay. Well, if you're not giving us time to get into the center, that's fine by us. Take that. Because generally we want to be at a lower elevation than Malenia is if we can, because that makes it... That seems to make the jump attacks a little more consistent. Jump! Dodge that! Nice. Here she comes! Run away! Roll into that. Mark to the right and to the left. And another roll. Hey! We need her to back up. Okay, she's backing up. Good. Ow! Oh, I should have been faster. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Oh well. Okay, we're dead. Yep.
Blade of Mikola.
Yep, alright. I see the writing on the wall. We need more arrows. What I think I'll do, chat, is I'll grind for some more Bloodbone arrows. Then we'll probably give it one more attempt and call it a night. I'd say even getting to the second phase in one stream is probably good progress, because... It's definitely a tough fight, but it's a really, really fun fight. Indeed, BTL, indeed, good progress so far. I stopped Copper Nicholson because I need more arrows. We're low on materials. Yep. So this is one of the not so glamorous parts of a bow only run. It's the simple fact that you don't get infinitely replenishable arrows. So there's a lot of grinding that has to go into just to get more arrows. Yeah, we need more arrows, Copper Nicholson. Well, we're low on arrows, so we need... The thing is, a successful Malenia first phase takes almost 99 bleed arrows, so we need a lot of them. Seriously, that spot with the crow is the best spot for grinding for a bow, at least. One arrow for about 13,000 runes with the gold scarab is really, really good.
Oh, didn't... Oh, I'm afraid of...
Might as well get a bit more runes, as we do need to buy more bones anyway. That's more like it. All right. Say one more attempt tonight, chat, and then we'll call it there. We're not done yet, Copper Nicholson, but we'll be done after one more attempt. Nope. Terrible muscle memory. That bleed though. Here she comes. Roll into it. Oh, button. Oh, here she comes. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Should have rolled away. My fault. My fault. Oh, here she comes. Run. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Oh, here she comes. Perfect. Come on, Malenia. Come on. Nice. Dodge that. Hammer that. Nice try. Oh, here she comes. Nope, we're dead. We're alive, somehow. And we're dead.
Blade.
It was a perfect dodge. I know I should stop, but there's part of me that wants to give it one more shot. Come on. Like, I'm just having too much fun, chat. I'll admit, I'm having way too much fun. Like, this is just such a fun fight. Okay, so name my strength. And yep. Timing. Nope. Watch that. Nice. Nice bleed. Watch that. Oh, here she comes. Away. Now we're dead. Oh well. Alright, I think that's enough for tonight. Like, I've had fun last round, if I keep going, it's just going to get super late, and I do need to get some rest for tomorrow. So, now, I wouldn't say a rip. We got to the second phase a couple times. I feel like with enough practice, we'll to get it. We have the idea for the first phase at least. It's just a question of perfecting it. Yep, we definitely evolved a lot. We went from getting completely destroyed with Malenia and that's help at the start to being able to get to the second phase a couple of times and at least get a feel for that. So. Definitely not be more Malenia next Tuesday, because Thursday's a Heartwell dev stream. But yeah. If you're watching on this on Twitch, feel free to stick around for a raid. But if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't like what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. You can always change your mind later, and it's a great way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you have an awesome night.